Hello, welcome back,
or
or
welcome.
if you are new.
Whichever one's new because this is our second
Wait,
episode.
because we have 2 subscribers. So we're the only ones subscribed to our channel.
So just welcome.
So
And we're not going to talk about that.
No. You know what? Everybody has to start somewhere. And you know what? I think that we've done a pretty good job. Okay, not gonna lie, we've been trying for 2 hours to start this video.
Oh, and we've been trying for like 12 years to do this.
Oh, yeah, honestly. Like, this has been something that, you know, I know we mentioned it a little bit in our little intro or trailer, but we've been wanting to do something together in the social media world, and we just never have until now.
Today we're going to talk about expectation versus reality of life after college in your early 20s. We're in 2 very different parts of our life right now, so we're hoping that...
And when she says after college, I'm sorry, she means 2 girls that dropped out of college.
Regardless,
Sorry.
people after college, we're in 2 very different parts of our life, so maybe you can relate to one.
Shut up!
Hi,
Sorry.
Bob.
These people are so loud.
Hi, Bob. I just don't like when cars rev their engines.
I don't
like that,
either.
you have a small pee-pee.
No, it's
Mary's
just like,
not gonna like you.
It's
because
literally
you're revving
like
your car.
nobody cares about the noise besides you. You're not even the one outside of the car. So like, are they just like getting so like, like little boys?
I
Like,
definitely saw a hot girl. Vroom, vroom, let me get her attention. Vroom. By the way, that turns the girl off.
Yeah.
So don't do that.
But hey, if you like that kind of life, bro, was that for the content? Bro, she's never done this before. Gabriella, really?
That was so not planned.
But what I said wasn't even funny. They're doing it again. All right, can you give paper towels? Anyways,
I'm so sorry.
I don't know what part of that I'm going to edit out, but I will be editing out a lot of what just happened because
Guys,
she said
I've had
some
a lot
things.
of caffeine.
Anyways,
Anyways,
so you actually feel caffeinated?
Yeah. She likes to feel.
You know, we're 5 months sober, and I realized that my brain's like, okay, what high can I chase now? So it's caffeine every single day. But
Oops, I forgot.
the
I have a microphone
Lord gives the best high. Just remember that. Before you try chasing any other high, go to God. A lot of people nowadays drop out of college. I feel like that's almost normal. Yeah, normal. Actually, you know what? So funny. I just remembered this. When I was in like 5th grade, this guy in my class, his parents both dropped out of college, and they're like super rich.
Ooh. Oh.
And I remember thinking like, ew, like that's trashy. Okay, hello. Guess it's trashy now. But it's just crazy because like times are changing, obviously. People are on social media all the time. But just really briefly, if you've also stepped away from college, can we just talk about for just a moment the people who try to shame you for doing like the older adults, like your parents' friends.
Sounds like you have a personal story.
You know, I think I do. But anyways, I don't even need to dwell on that. It's just like, okay, this is my life and that's yours.
Yeah, we definitely got, and you dropped out before me, so
Yeah,
she
it's
kind of got the
crazy.
lashing before.
Yeah, I did.
But
I took it
feel
all.
like nowadays it's definitely becoming more normal. I'd say it's pretty normal. I'd say maybe
It is.
40% of people.
Like,
we'll do the
yeah.
statistics later.
Yeah.
But yes, it's normal. But yeah, I personally, it was the best decision ever. Okay, do you want to start off with saying how your experience was right after you left college?
Yes, right after I left college, yes. So I left college before my senior year, which, first of all, that's a weird statement to say. Like, you were 3/4 of the way done. You couldn't have really just finished. Here's the thing about that. I was already in debt, and I did not need a degree to prove anything. I knew what I wanted. And you know what's funny, you guys? Sitting here with 2 subscribers on this channel, I genuinely thought that when I left college, I was just gonna like blow up and like make money from social media. Like that was my only plan. That's really crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I had so much confidence that it would work. So I dropped out. Dad was so mad. Parents were so concerned. And I moved down to South Carolina with my boyfriend and got a waitressing job. Made $80 a week. A week. Yeah, a week. How is that normal? Well, it was a tip share, and apparently I don't know. I don't know. I was struggling. I was door dashing, Uber Eats all the time. That was the first year after I dropped out. And you know what? You know what's funny? Actually, Gabriel, I don't think I've ever told you this. I never regretted it. Even though I was struggling so
Yeah,
much,
you
I
knew that.
never once was like, oh, I needed to finish college. It was still,
No.
no, I'm going to blow up on social media, which is not the goal. That's not the main
But
intention.
that
You know what? It was.
it was. You were 18 years
It
old
was.
and
19, yeah.
you were looking at a lot of influencers do just drop out of college and become, or they started it in their college career and left college because social media was making them money. And you thought, why couldn't that be me? And so
Yeah.
you took, and there's this one friend in specific that's friends with our dad that I think you did share that, and he kind of laughed.
Yeah.
And yes, granted, we are still sitting here, even though your old
I'll
YouTube
get to that part of
channel,
the story too about where I'm at now, but
yeah, but just because we're
yeah.
not sitting here making money off of social media doesn't mean that what we did was wrong. Because I know that we both, dropping out of college has led us into so many great situations.
Yeah.
And just because we're not where we thought we would be does not mean we regret it, or doesn't mean that God has other plans for us.
Right. Does not, yeah. It doesn't skew his plan. Like, God literally can always. I heard someone reference it like a chess game. Like, no matter what move you or the enemy makes, like, he will always override it with something better. Like, he
Yeah.
works all plans out for the good.
It's his timing.
Yeah.
We thought, or you thought, I'm just going to drop out and make money and be a social media influencer now. But God said, not now.
Not now. So after a year of switching waitressing jobs, of just being treated horribly in the environment, I decided to work with my mother-in-law, I just call her that, at this place called Terminex, which is pest control specialist, and I would be an office lady, sales, basically. Did that for about 6 months, hated my job, hated it. There was so many days where I was just outside on break, like praying, God, get me out of this. I thought this was the way, and like, I was making more money, which was great. That's great. That was a great part about it. But what I realized is, even though I was making money, I was not fulfilled. I was not satisfied. And I think that so many people do go into college trying to get a good job because they're going to make great money. That's not the answer.
Right. And
That
so
is
many people
not
I
the
know
answer.
graduated and now they're sitting in an office job that they absolutely hate,
Yeah.
just waiting for the weekends. And
Yeah.
I don't know, that personally, I know a lot of, especially people's parents, really value that piece of paper. We
They
never
do.
really grew up in a family that was like that. I think they would have been happy, but
Yeah.
we never liked school. It was just very different. And
Yeah.
it's just, I don't even need to say it. We all know nowadays that you don't need college to be successful. So
Yeah,
it's
we
just,
all
times
know
are
that.
different.
And if you don't, you're probably older. Like, our whole generation is so aware of that. And I love that about our generation. But anyways, in the matter of 3 weeks, I was able to create a cleaning business. That was my way out. I swear it was God telling me, like, my boyfriend tried convincing me for a while and I didn't want to do it. But I was like, you know what? Anything will be better than this job. Let me just post on Facebook, get some clients. I've cleaned houses since I was like 8.
No,
So
she liked cleaning
yeah, I
houses.
liked. Let's emphasize
Since
that.
she
I
was
actually
8.
liked it. I loved
You
organizing,
would
loved
go
cleaning.
over and have play dates, and she would be cleaning in the corner.
I would be doing that, wouldn't I? I would be cleaning their rooms. I'd
Yeah.
clean all my cousins' rooms. But you know what's funny? I did it for me. I like a clean space. So anyways, God pulled me out of that office job, started a cleaning business. Here I am, 9 months in, and God has just blessed it so well. And it's just crazy because I would never do this long term. Not to shame anybody who does, but my passion isn't cleaning. My passion is people. So I am finding purpose in this job through communicating with clients, through being a business person, because I don't know my future, but I do know God is using this because I'm literally the boss. I'm
As a
23 years
stepping
old.
stone.
Yeah, as like a practice for what's coming. So it's all making sense.
See, and this is why. Yeah, you
Yeah.
thought you wanted to be a social media, or you thought that was the plan. You were going to drop out, start posting, start making money. Wouldn't even have considered the cleaning business
No,
or
never.
Terminex or any of these things.
And I needed all these things. Yeah, and I'm going to get to your story. I just want to wrap this up. With Terminex, even though I hated those 6 months, it taught me things for my cleaning business. It taught me how to speak on phone to customers. It taught me how to schedule, how to negotiate in a way, how to give prices. When I was working at that office job, do you guys know, and this could be relatable, when I would tell the people on the phone how much a job was, I would contract inside. I wasn't even the one quoting them. I would just say like, oh yeah, like it's actually kind of a lot, like it's $475. They could be rich. That is so weird. Why would I say that? Like,
Did you really?
do that first at first,
Aw.
because I had money blocks.
Uh-huh.
I thought money was hard to make and hard to keep and big and crazy and powerful and overpowering. But what that job taught me was, no, there are so
And
many
would they
people.
say like, oh, that's not a lot?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It was so, but you know what, that pushed me, because guess what, I would not be able to have a cleaning business quoting $1,300
Yeah, you'd be
jobs
like,
if I had that. It's
well,
and I
you'd
used to do
actually
that at the
probably
beginning.
lower it. You'd probably be so
I would.
confident that you would lower the prices.
I would
And
do.
I'm sure it's very relatable. I know for me, I can get to my story, but I definitely have problems with telling people kind of how it is.
So yeah, just to wrap up, life's been great. Not finishing college, I think, has been one of the best decisions I've ever made, just because of where my life has taken me. I learned everything I needed to learn in college. I experienced everything I needed to experience in college. I had a great time. But now I'm working on this, and my priorities changed. I'm not chasing followers. I'm not chasing money. I'm not chasing these things that I was. I'm chasing like genuine, authentic content while building up a financial assets on the side.
Yeah, and I just want to say, like, I'll get into my story, but
I'm
she's
done.
fully living with her boy. No, but I want to talk about, like, where we're at, because she's fully living with her boyfriend in South Carolina at 23 years old, has her own house. Not a lot of people that leave college experience this. Like, I think your
Yeah.
story is very different
Yeah.
than the average person. I think my situation's a little bit more average, and I'm not saying I'm average.
No,
'Cause
you're
I'm
not. You're
No, I'm
she's definitely not.
But no, I'm just saying, like, how most college graduates or dropouts are. Like, I'm living with my dad, and that's pretty normal.
Yeah, and I can't wait for you to be able to relate to people on that. And I'm sure people are relating with me too. I think, all stories are different. And I do want to say that for like biblical reasons, it's funny. Like, and I'll get into this in a different episode, but like, me now would have never lived with my boyfriend pre-marriage, but we did. And again, God works all things for the good, because I almost needed to live with him now. Like, it's just crazy. Life is crazy. Life's good. I'm in South Carolina with the love of my life that's so cringy, with 2 dogs and a cat, and I'm loving life. So yeah. Okay. You.
So she dropped out before me, and that was our first time being alone, basically.
Separate, you mean?
Separate, yeah, separate. Because we always grew up going to the same school in college, even the same sorority. So when she left, I was like, well, I'm going to finish. I'm going to make mom and dad proud. No, actually, in reality, I changed my major so much. So I actually dropped out my senior year, but I still had like 2.5 more years to go because I changed my major. Basically, I remember sitting in my bed sophomore year being like, I want to be a flight attendant. I want to get out. I want to make money and travel. And I was like, but I'm going to finish college. I'll just do it after, which is crazy, because why would I graduate college to be a flight attendant? Like, what?
Yeah.
I just wanted that piece of paper to, like, probably just show mom and dad.
Like, prove a point.
Uh-huh.
Like, you're capable.
Yeah, because I really did not feel capable. I hated school so much. And I did not go to class. And then senior year, I was dating this guy, and he was like, I kept saying how badly I wanted to drop out, and he was very persistent on me finishing school, and I know he had really good intentions. Because, I don't know, he did online school, and yeah, he just was trying to push me. Then he broke up with me.
Oh.
And the day after he broke up with me, I applied to my airline, which I currently work for, and I was just like, if I get this job, I'm dropping out. So, again, God really works mysterious ways, because literally right after I applied, it was like a boom, 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 interview after interview after interview, and once I got the interview, basically the last interview, which I pretty much knew I had the job, I dropped out of college. And I didn't even just drop out, I just never showed up again.
Is that really what happened? Wait,
Months later, I withdrawn.
Wait, really?
I was getting emails to my teachers, like, where are you at?
No way!
For a little bit.
That's crazy.
Don't go about that like that. I just packed up all my stuff and left.
That is funny.
It actually worked out. I had a sublease, so that it was bad. I wouldn't recommend that.
I remember that was a little stressful for you.
Yes. But then, anyway, so I went to my airline, and right away we had flight attendant training. So, okay, I went from college to Houston, did my training, and then I was based in Washington, D.C. right after that. So now I'm in Washington, D.C. I'm a flight attendant. Like, it was so weird because I definitely was a party girl in college, I guess. So, from going out 3 times a week, and it started to slow down towards the end, but 3 times a week, to having a full career where I had to wake up at 4 a.m. and work every weekend and holiday. It was like a very big reality check. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate after college. It's just like you're in the real world. But anyways, I was living in Washington, D.C., and I really wanted to come back home to Chicago for multiple reasons. So anyways, when I got my transfer after about 7 months of being in D.C., I figured I'm going to stay with my parents for a bit and just save up some money. Well, what people don't really talk about is what it's like to live with your parents for the first time since high school.
Yeah.
It was...
Oh, you know, I did experience that when I dropped out.
Yes.
And then just moved here right away. It was about 5 months. 6 months.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you see, you didn't even remember because I'm fully living that reality now.
And it was very bad.
Yeah, it's bad. And Mom and Dad, if you're watching this, I love you. Obviously, you get it. Though.
Yeah, we're not calling you guys bad because, you know, our parents are divorced, so I stayed with my mom for a little bit, and so did you, and then we stayed with our dad separately.
Yeah. My mom
2 different
moved
timelines.
in another state, so now I live with my dad. It's not easy. And, you know, I'm 23.
Dad, we know that you're going to watch this.
It's fine. He knows it's not. I'm 23. I'm trying to live on my own. I want to have my own apartment, but I'm in this weird transition of being 23, trying to, you know, pay off my debt and be smart with my money, which is great. I'm very, very, very grateful. And every time I work with a flight attendant, and I'm like, sorry, Dad, but at first I was like, yeah, I'm staying with my dad, and like my voice would drop 10 octaves. And they're like, that's great. Like, you're so lucky that you don't have to pay rent. And I'm like, yeah, I am. And it was just really hard to see that at first because I was so focused on wanting to move out and just wanting to have my own place and be on my own. But actually today on my walk, I went for like an hour walk without my phone and just kind of talked to God. And I fully like felt so much peace with where I'm at. It was like, wait, and I owe it to that guy, bro. Yesterday we went to a Bible study at her church, and after you asked me who I resonated the most with, it was definitely Jeremiah.
Wait, Jeremiah?
No, the one that... on the right of me.
Yes.
This guy was basically
Jeremiah.
saying that God, you know, in seasons of waiting, God is actually looking at how you're waiting. What?
That's nowhere near his name, which is funny.
Well, that might have been the other guy's name.
It's funny, I've been wanting to name my baby Jeremiah. And when you said it, it just sounded good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, anyways.
Yeah, so I've been in a season of waiting.
Pregnant.
I've been in a season of waiting to move out of my dad's house, but for so long I was so angry.
Yes.
I was just so, like, every time I'd walk in, I'd be like, and Dad knows, I'm not easy necessarily to live with, but I would just be like so frustrated. I'm just like, oh my God, this is so annoying. I just want to be on my own. And today, or actually yesterday when he said it, when God looks at how you wait, it almost changed it.
Wow.
Yeah, and granted, my dad did just get the house cleaned, so I'm really excited.
He did just do some things that were
some things that should have been done a while ago that was making it really hard to live there. But I think now I'm gonna really treat it as if it's my own apartment. You know,
it's working.
Like, okay, I'm gonna treat it as if it's my own apartment and give it.
And what I say, this is good advice for people that living with their parents, but make your bedroom like the way that your apartment bedroom should be. Like, you know, don't keep your old high school things up. Like, redo it and then bring your new drapes and bedding and whatnot to your new apartment.
Yeah.
Are you yawning?
I for a second I did.
Get some more coffee.
Trust me, I'm not tired. I don't know where that came from, but
did I bore you?
No, I don't know. I'm kidding. But yeah, so basically that's where I'm at. I definitely will say,
I'm so proud of you, dude. Like,
thanks.
Just really quick before you go into this, like, I know that it's not supposed to just change overnight where you can switch perspectives, but it's cool to see your perspectives shift because you were so, I need to get out now, like, now.
I was. For like 2 weeks, you'd say.
Yeah,
right? Like, I literally went, because I've been thinking about You're gonna laugh. Boston, Austin, Tampa,
Oh,
and
yeah,
Chicago.
yeah.
I literally went to Boston, you guys, and
Those are all her hubs
yeah.
for the
Those are
airport.
places I can work along with some others. But I was really for a long time ready for Tampa or Boston.
Or Austin. You wanted to seriously, like, she was set on, like, I'm going to Tampa.
Yeah, I was
then
telling
2
everyone,
weeks later, I'm going to Austin.
And then it was Boston. My boss.
And then it was Chicago. I'm staying in Chicago. It's so funny. She fully convinced our whole family and friends that she was moving in each, and we were so, like, every time she would say a new place, we were just so excited. Like, she did not just say 3 other places.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh my god.
Yeah, except when you said Chicago, I was like, really? You're gonna circle it? You went through all those, then you just said you're gonna stay?
Because part of me is like, if I grew up in Chicago, shouldn't I live in the city for a little bit? But again,
What
it's
do you
gonna
mean
be really cool.
That's so.
I don't know. Like I think would I regret
Subjective.
it? No, I meant regret. Like, but isn't it gonna be interesting to see where God actually puts me?
Yes, it is.
I was like, God, by 6:18, please show me if I'm meant to move here or not. And it's funny because I literally had a feeling inside. I just wanted to ignore it so bad that was not yet or no. And so yeah, so thanks for saying that because the perspective literally did switch overnight.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the
So
answer
really,
is-
last night, like yesterday? Wow.
Oh no, actually when I went to Boston,
Okay, good.
which is funny because I literally was praying on the way, like on the plane ride there. I was taking a picture outside my window of Boston, consciously thinking, on the way home I'm gonna have my answer whether or not, and the answer was no.
And again, like how we talked about too, and this could relate to y'all too. Maybe is like, God doesn't give you the answer sometimes because it's not time to do anything. Because if He gave you the answer, you'd be like, oh, I need to go. Like, I'm excited. Like, let's
Yeah.
go. But He doesn't reveal.
Okay, sorry,
when
really
He doesn't
quick.
need to.
But the actual answer came when I had lunch with Uncle John.
Oh.
My uncle was like, you cannot move until you have paid off your debt.
That's very smart.
And that's the feeling that I had all along. And I'm sure some of you guys can relate to this. Like, yes, you want to get out of your parents' house so bad, but you have some bills, you have some money to save up or money to get rid, like, pay off. And it's just so much better to be patient. Like, I fully feel so confident saying, like, we just need to be patient, you guys.
Yeah.
And I know you moved here without much money and you made it work, but
it was
hard.
very hard. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! I remember I literally have a corner of my shower that is broken because I smashed it because I was so angry because I thought I lost my AirPods. And do you see the side where it's like where you're supposed to put shampoo? It's smashed.
Yeah.
I took something and I just smashed it. I was so angry because I thought I lost my AirPods, which I didn't actually end up losing because I was like, I can't afford this. Like, I was so angry. And you know what? I attracted so much bad. Tickets were coming in the mail. It was just flooding because I was in this state, and that's a different conversation, but you know, I was in this state of lack, and it was just not good. And then I changed my perspective one day. It was a whole story. I actually talk about it in my solo episode about who I am. And yeah, something changed one day, and something changed, all right.
That day?
That day.
Wow, bro, I didn't ever know that.
Yeah, go out. You'll hear all about it in the video.
Okay, bet.
So yeah, something too about, are you done? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just add in when you need to.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
I was just gonna say, really quickly, I was just gonna say that since we're 5 months, almost 6 months sober, I will say that after college life has been a bit different because I do miss sometimes just walking out your door and having people to hang out with, or, you know, in my instance, it was to drink with. Just want to say that's definitely, that was a big transition for me after college. It was just not, like, being alone a lot, because in college you're never alone, it feels like.
Yeah, and I actually want to make a solo episode on that, and I also want to make an episode because, I don't know, certain people are going to be interested in, like, sobriety and whatnot. But something that I found was very interesting, and I know this is just a universal thing, is the question, what do you do? Like, it's like, hi, what's your name? Oh, what do you do?
Like, that's
what do
your
you
whole
mean?
identity.
Yeah. Like, how can I rate you on my status level? Are you important or am I above you?
Yes,
Like, that's what it
yes.
seems. It's like, how can I judge you on the scale of successful versus not?
That's so true.
Dude, that's what it is. Oh my gosh. Whoa. It's like a
Whoa.
scale. where are you on the importance level? Am I more important than you, or are you more important than me? I need to see where we're
because
at.
let's role play really quick.
Okay, yes.
You ask me, what do
Okay,
I
like
do?
we just met each other at like a funeral, let's say.
A funeral?
Because it happens at funerals. It just did.
Okay.
I'm just setting the scene. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Gabriella.
Gabriella. Oh,
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So what do you do?
I'm a janitor.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Hey, John.
Okay, now.
You know what I'm saying?
No, next one.
Okay.
Next one.
Hey, what's your name?
Hi, I'm
Wait. Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you, Gabriella.
Gabriella, nice to meet you.
Nice
I'm Isabella.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Isabella. Nice to meet you. Oh, what do you do?
I'm a lawyer.
You're a lawyer.
Yeah.
You're a lawyer. See how she? Hold on, no, just keep going. Where at? What firm do you work in?
I don't know. I didn't know we were gonna go that far. The point.
No, you'll get it, bro. You'll get it. Here, next one, another one. I'm on fire for these. Okay. Wait, because I want to show something that's interesting. Hi, nice to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Gabriella.
Gabriella,
Nice to meet you.
Isabella, nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a pilot.
You're a pilot?
Yeah.
Oh, tell me more.
Oh.
What airline do you
So
fly
I fly
for?
the Boeing 777,
Mm.
American Airlines.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I make 6 figures a day.
Oh, great. Do you guys notice how automatically Isabella here leaned in? She was asking more questions. But when it's a janitor,
fixing her jawline.
she got all ready. But when it's someone that's not as important, even
though janitors are the most important people.
Did you know?
I had this disgusting experience the other day. Oh my god.
What?
Of the cleaners on the plane.
What?
The people were treating them so
No.
bad. The flight attendant.
No.
Actually.
You know what? The hardest job calculated and documented is a hospital cleaner. That is the hardest job. And no quotes. That is the hardest job ever. It's statistically documented. So
wow, I didn't know that.
What I want to say, because I get passionate about this. I even experienced this with my own job. First of all, something that I heard on a podcast, which I kind of want to steal, but it's very bold, is when somebody asks, what do? You ask them, what do you mean, like for fun or for work?
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
Because right away
That's,
you're breaking social norms.
Wow.
You are being real.
And you know what? I feel like
you're calling them out.
But you know what I feel like the reaction would be? Well, obviously for work.
Well,
because God forbid you had something fun to do in your life.
Wait, you do hobbies? You actually do things outside of your work?
Guys, I heard this pilot literally with my own 2 ears. There were 2 pilots talking, and the one was saying, "Oh, so what are you gonna do on like your days off?" And he was like, "Actually, I don't know. I don't do many things." Like, that's not even actually funny. That's actually kind of sad. Like,
it is.
People don't have hobbies.
And honestly, like, I would love to. I've actually done an episode about this on my personal channel, but I just really love to emphasize the importance of hobbies. I worked with some people that all they would do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday after work was make dinner and watch TV. And then Saturday and Sunday comes and all you're doing is preparing for Monday. It's like, this life is so much more than work. It's such a big part of it to make money. And I think that's also why college is so highly looked upon, because it's setting you up for life. But we got to admit, we're in a day where money is coming in miraculous ways. God is making way for people to enjoy their life more. So I don't know. I'm really passionate about that. And yeah, I love, even with my job as a cleaning lady, kind of back to that other topic, to some people, and I'm sure you are too, Gabrielle, I know you are, we're servants. And that's great. The Bible emphasizes being a servant. And I'm actually very, very grateful that I can be a servant, scrubbing these people's toilets, full on. Like, I am their servant. But what I don't appreciate is being looked at like I'm so much lower. Because it does trigger me. Like, I know I'm not. So when a lot of my clients, don't even say thank you after I clean their house.
Yeah, but that bestows me. Is that the right word? Bestows?
Let's make it work.
Wait.
Look it up. But, like, it really...
Hold on. Hey Siri, what
bothers
does
me.
bestows mean?
Bestow means confer.
So
or present
that definitely wasn't the right word.
Okay. But, and I know that flight attendants also, and you could tell that one story. Can you tell that one story? What the hell?
Oh,
But
yeah.
really quick, yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy and terrible.
it's really, it blows my mind as somebody who, like, would never think, and I'm not even just somebody who would never think of doing that. A lot of us do that. You guys watching probably, I mean, if you don't, you need to. But it blows my mind. It baffles me how.
And you know what? It really does go to parenting.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say sometimes we can't blame them, but they are adults and they kind of should know that you just say thank you after someone just broke their back and scrubbed poop off your toilet.
Right.
Literal poop. I've helped her clean houses. I don't know how you do that. I mean, I do
You know
because
that
of look at your
money?
lifestyle. She can create her own.
Yeah, it's not all that, but yeah.
Schedule.
Huh?
No, I'm saying it's great.
Yeah.
Like, you can create your own schedule. You get paid every single day that you work.
Mhm.
Like, I can see why you do that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, it's worth it.
It is. Yeah, it is.
The 10
Very
seconds of
taxing,
scrubbing
though.
the poop off, it's worth
Yeah.
it.
I'm gonna look back one day in life and be like, how did I do that?
I know.
You know? It's like, I don't want to give too much context, but we just public spoke together the first time ever. And it's kind of like when I look back at that, I'm like, wait, how did I live through that? Because I used to be so scared of public speaking, and doing YouTube has really helped me. But it's like, I think that this life right here that I'm living, I'm gonna look back and be like, how did every day I go and like bend over and scrub baseboards? Like, it's just like, it feels very surreal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, for sure. Yes, honestly, like this specifically, but looking back at kind of a lot of our parts of our life, I feel like that. Like, just high school even,
Yeah.
like, what was high school, you know?
Yeah.
But no, I can definitely relate. You know, obviously, flight attending is a different service than cleaning. But anyone that has ever been a waitress has known that you feel like a servant at times.
Yeah.
And I mostly feel it being up in first class because most of the time they do have money. And they are very used to the on-demand service. You know, being in first class, Isabel said something yesterday, which I don't know why I never thought of it. You have your own flight attendant. You know, there's 15 people up there, and they have one or two people that are constantly just attending to them as far as, or rather than 200 people in the whole cabin. Like, it's very personal, and it is very, you get whatever you want, and they really did emphasize and teach us that these passengers are pretty much always right, which is kind of how the service industry is. You always want to please the customer. But sometimes I'll be like, if they're really, you know, needy, I'm just like, I am not a servant, even though I am under God, of course, but it feels like they're looking down at me, and I love my job so much, and I would like to think that most people look at flight attendants as, you know, classy.
Yeah.
But sometimes I feel like, are they looking down? I really get in my head, I'm like, are they looking down at me? Like, what?
And yes, they are. Some.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that because it's true.
No,
and
I
same with
know.
me.
I
They
know
look
it
down
is.
on us, Gabriella.
Yeah. And it's just
And
like,
it's so weird.
and sometimes I feel like I have to prove myself, like, but I get free flights. Like, it's not a competition.
Oh.
I know my worth. They probably, they don't need free flights. They can afford it. I get it. They have a lot of money. But there's just this thing in our society where the more money you have, the more important you are.
It's a good topic to bring up. You actually just brought that up today, and it hit. You know.
Did?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
When?
It hit earlier.
Oh.
Earlier. But yeah, like.
Do you want to bring up the help story?
Yeah. Say that quickly.
Okay,
Or
really
not
quick.
quickly. Say
Whatever.
no. We gotta stop saying something.
Yeah,
we need to take up space.
We grew up having to rush our words.
Yeah, we grew up being overtalked. Well, maybe because we always talked over each other.
No, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Well, there was one story. It didn't happen to me personally, but just to give you an example of the average human American family. Anyways, so nowadays iPads are a big thing, right? And a lot of children are on the
children.
So
Maybe we should
children are on the iPads. When if you've ever flown a plane, you know that we come through with the cart and ask if you've ever flown a plane, if you've ever been on a plane. I don't know how many of you guys have flown a plane, but anyways.
Pretty cool.
So one flight attendant was coming by, and it was the two kids, and then the aisle, and then the mom. And so she was asking the kids, like, what can I get for you guys to drink? And the mom taps her. They don't speak to the help.
The help?
What? So that was a crazy story. That just kind of goes to show where some people are at. They don't even speak.
So
to
you're
the
telling
person
me,
taking their order.
at what age are they allowed to speak to
No,
the
it's
help?
disgusting.
Okay, our camera died, and yeah.
When the camera died, I went into saying how a lot of men speak for their girlfriends,
Mm.
and I purposefully just look at the girl and I'm like, giving the. No, that was rude. I don't. Make
No, she
I
doesn't
don't.
do that. I can't see you doing that.
Well, but I purposely look at the girl because I'm like, you can talk to me.
Yeah.
Girl on
yeah.
girl.
Well, you know, a lot of people at waitressing would do that too. Oh, look at that chameleon. That's cool.
Bro, I said that earlier and you're like, they're everywhere.
Oh, but he's just staring at us.
Oh, he's like bent over, breaking his back.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people waitressing too, like the men would order for the whole table. You know, my
That's
dad
nice.
does that.
Well, I hated when Dad did that.
I did too. There was a
I'm
certain
like, Dad,
age.
I didn't want a hot dog with cheese.
And then we would like, and then we would embarrass him in front of like the waitress because we'd be like, Dad, like, can I order?
You mean he would embarrass us?
We would embarrass him because like, Dad, no, I want to order.
Yeah.
Anyways, life is crazy.
It is, and it's funny because this whole episode was
Oh,
supposed
that
to
plant is like saying hi to you.
Oh, hello. I'm kidding. Oh, when I went to get a massage the other day,
Oh my gosh.
she was like, "Do you clench your jaw a lot?"
Really?
Yeah, I was like, "Yeah."
Okay, there's a roach. It's okay.
Where,
it's
where?
underneath. It's underneath. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
That was a big adjustment to living in the South.
Where
It's
is it,
big,
bro? Is it going on my
It's
shoe?
not ever gonna go.
Can you
No.
let me know if it's gonna go on me.
It's on the ground.
Can you see it right now?
No, under. I promise you, it does not want to be around us.
What if it climbs up, bro?
It
What if
wouldn't.
it climbs up?
It wouldn't. It wouldn't. It's
Does
gonna
it
go
on the
under.
walls?
I promise it's literally about to go underneath. It wasn't even that big. It really wasn't. I'm actually getting a lot more comfortable. I can't
I'm
believe.
not.
Back in the day, like 3 weeks ago, this was a big one. It turned out to be a chameleon. But when I first moved here, I couldn't even be in the house if I saw a roach. I had to leave. That's how big my fear was of
Yeah,
roaches.
I'm almost like, can we end this video?
Okay, yeah. Well, we gotta wrap up
Wait,
anyways.
what was I saying though? Before you saw the roach.
I don't know.
Oh, the massage, bro. I had the
Oh, tell them
massage
about
envy.
that.
Should I?
And I'll tell them about mine.
Okay. So we have something against massage envy, and I'll tell you guys.
You know, we
exactly
could
why.
sue. Wait, why am I trying to get a lawsuit?
No, I can just get a refund because you
Yeah.
guys. So I booked my masseuse. I've been having lower back problems, and so I tell the masseuse, like, she's like, what areas should I focus on? I'm like, my lower back for sure. Well, and my shoulders. But she spent, when I'm not even joking, she spent probably 45 minutes of the whole massage on my shoulders. When the 15 minutes were up, she did my upper back, and then she was like, time's out, I can't do your lower back.
That's so
That's the whole reason I came.
weird.
The weirdest part of it all, you guys, was, you know how massages are supposed to be relaxing? She talked the whole time. And I told my mom, and she was like, you should have said something. Yeah, I couldn't. And it was about her problems, so of course I couldn't. Like, what am I going to do? Shut up, go get a therapist? No.
Yeah, like
I
you're
was
the massage therapist.
But I was so honestly annoyed in the moment because I went there to relax, dude. And I'm over here, like, trying to talk while she's, like,
Yeah.
and she grabbed my throat. She literally started massaging, like, my neck.
And then tell them what you said.
Oh, I said, can you please stop? I'm getting triggered. And I said, I've never been choked before, but for some reason my reflexes.
That is so
And I was
gross.
like,
the fact you said I never got checked.
I mean, no.
No, that's
And I was like,
so
do people
funny
react
to
like
me.
this? And she was like, not really.
You asked that?
Yeah.
That is funny. I also had a very, very weird experience.
Why do I keep
Okay,
eating these?
so let's just remember that when you think of a massage place, you think of dim lighting, candles, a nice aroma, a nice little masseuse with some strong
Not
hands.
fishy hands.
Tell them that before I get into mine.
So, I don't get massages often. I didn't realize that they
Don't you
massage your
never ever
face.
get wasn't that your first massage?
Second.
Oh, okay.
We got one together.
Oh, yeah.
Not together, but so thought
What?
the roach was there.
Where?
I just thought it was there.
No, it's definitely not gonna climb up you.
So, anyways, I didn't say that anything was off limits. So all of a sudden, the first area she starts touching is my face with no lotion, you guys. So her hands smelled like a biryani.
like she rubbed fish oil all over her hands. Like she went to the salmon market and just and just pat all the salmon.
Caught some fish and then rubbed a bikini on. Sorry.
You know what
I don't
really
know what a
smelled like?
bikini is, but that's what it would smell like. I'm crying. I literally was like, she's talking. I'm like, yeah, I'm just talking to my mouth because I didn't know that. I'm like, yeah. She's like, why do you sound like that? I'm like, bikini. I'm drooling.
I don't even know what smell you're talking about, but I know it smells like a bikini. I don't know what a bikini is, but I know it smells like that.
Well, don't go massage envy. Tell your experience.
Yeah, so the chameleon is still staring. He just turned though, like
He
now
smells like a bikini.
he smells like bikini. So you know, you walk in, lights on. There's no warmth to this room, okay? Very talkative, I could tell right away. This is gonna be a talkative lady. Same thing with you. Again, this was probably 5 or 6 years
This
ago.
is a different state. This is just massage envy. This is not the place
This
we went
is
to.
just massage envy. And, you know, I'm maybe 17 years old. I walk in there, you know, she asks me to undress and like lay, or maybe I'm already undressed and I'm laying. I don't remember how it was, but I know that I was very uncomfortable because I've never been like topless. I gotta, you know, it was weird. So the massage was very painful, but that's okay. I mean, I think I asked for a massage. You know what? I don't know why I'm trying to make this so dramatic. There's only one part that was very dramatic.
No, but it is painful.
It was very painful. So she does my legs, and then she comes up and does my back. And
I
then
didn't get my legs done.
as she was getting to my back, she starts massaging with the one hand. Like,
No.
okay, where's her other hand?
Is it texting her boyfriend?
No, yeah.
Is it turning the lights on?
Wait, stop. So it was 2 hands? I'm sorry, guys. My legs are open. And I have shorts on. Oh my gosh, another. Okay. So she starts massaging, right, with both hands. My neck feels nice. And then it goes to one hand. Okay, still feels nice, but it's a little too long. Where is her other hand? Okay. Is it texting her boyfriend? Is it
lighting the candle?
is it playing with her hair?
Is it playing with her bikini?
We can't. Did it fall asleep? Did she just not want to use it anymore?
Did she have to get it amputated?
Did she just magically get paralyzed and stop using her hand? No.
Or did she never have a second hand in the first place?
Okay. So, you know, after a few seconds, I'm like,
Wait a second, I feel something.
I feel something. It was on this arm exactly.
We have to lock in.
Okay.
Start tapping your foot.
I will never forget it.
Look at you crying.
Sorry, I will never forget it. Okay, it was this hand. I'm sorry. I felt something on this hand, and then I felt her grab it. I'm gonna have to edit a lot of this out.
Yeah.
I felt her grab my hand, and I thought that she was gonna start massaging. I thought she was gonna start massaging it, but then it stayed there, and then it stayed there for 20 minutes. Sorry.
Was it really? There it
Sorry.
goes again.
Sorry. And then she held it for 20 minutes. For the rest of the massage, she held my hand
Was it really 20 minutes?
Gabriella, it was the whole time. She massaged my upper body with one hand, and she had the other hand wrapped tightly around my hand. And in that moment, I felt very uncomfortable. And here's where I'm not crying, I'm actually laughing, but now I'm getting a little angry because I felt so uncomfortable in that moment. That's not sexual abuse. That's nothing that I could report, but I was very uncomfortable. Why are you holding my hand during a massage? And, I'm sorry if this adds any drama or, flares anything up, but she also looked like she might have been into me. So it did feel a little...
What?
It did feel like a violation,
Well, we should have reported it 5 years ago.
I should have. And if I was at this age, of course I would have snatched my hand away and gotten out because that's weird. But it was really weird, and I would never go back to Massage Envy because I don't know who they're hiring. How many other hands has she held?
Yeah, oh my gosh, my Massage Envy person was like, I forgot what she said, but she was like, I want to murder them. And I was like,
Who?
don't say that while your hand is wrapped up like that.
Right.
She was talking about a certain type of, I forgot who it was, but
Ugh.
I was freaked out. So that's funny.
That is so funny. Okay, guys.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's time to end it here.
This was
We're
fun.
clearly delusional, tired, and caffeinated at the same time.
We're not
and
tired. We're actually about to go for a drive.
We're actually
so.
going for a drive. Thank you guys for watching until the end.
Hopefully you got something out of this, or maybe a chuckle.
Yeah, maybe a chuckle or
But
two.
I think on the first episode we said see you every Tuesday, but we just
Every
mutually
other.
agreed to do.
We said every other.
Yeah, we said every other, but we just mutually agreed to do every Tuesday.
Yes, so-
whether it's us together or solo episodes, we're gonna have something out for you every Tuesday, and we hope that you
Yes.
come back for more.
Yeah, it's really exciting, and you never know what you're gonna get here on Double Vision. You might be
Double
feeling a
Vision.
little like, "Ooh, am I seeing clearly? Like this is are they seeing clearly? More the question.
Because we're not actually, my eyes are so like, because I just laughed so hard, they're like a
Yeah,
little foggy.
yeah, a little foggy, and more so meant like, are they on something? No, we're sober. We're actually 6
We
months
used to
sober.
get that all the time. We would be like, the twins are on heroin.
Yes, a rumor went around. I also explained this, I believe, in my soul. I don't know. I said it somewhere. Yeah, like there was literally a rumor where we were on drugs in high school. We were on weed.
We weren't. Well, we were, but after. They said this before we even touched a drug.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, we're just high on life. Okay. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day.
Bro, that's how you know I'm delusional. I was like, we will see you next Tuesday.
Yes. Bye.